Hey everyone, so it's Nick with Savemyplant, and it's, I don't know, it's Monday, someday. I don't know. I just know it's June, I think it's June 12th. No, it's June 11th. There we go. So, the beans are coming in. These are just a standard pinto beans. And pretty much every single seed germinated. I can't see where the spotters really didn't come in. Along the back here we have the the asparagus bean I got from Markel Lewis. Those ones germinated really well. Those were fast. Those came up first before the pinto beans. So I can't wait to, get some beans. The blueberries coming in nicely. The watermelon is finally starting to poke its head up. Artichoke, I know it's not season, but if anyone to grow these, these will come back year after year after year. It'll set its own timing. Right here is just a cantaloupe. Those are finally coming in. Took a while. Over here is the cucumber. I gotta find something to actually get these to trail on, because these can get pretty tall. And also went ahead and installed Rainbird. First time I'm using this system. I'm pretty happy with it. Water's perfectly right in the center. A little drip right there. Very easy to use. This right here is a squash. This is the green with the white stripes. This is another squash, solid green. And this one looks like a little white flower with a little red button on top. I don't know. It looked cool, so let me give it a shot. The beets are coming in. These are the ones I started on the toilet paper seed rolls, seed tape. So these are coming in nicely. There's a couple spots that didn't germinate, so I'll probably go ahead and just stick a couple seeds in there. The radishes are poking up finally. And on this side you can see I just used a soaker hose. I didn't have enough Rainbird lines to go all the way around here. Tomatoes have grown a lot since I last did an update. And very happy with them. I think they need a little bit more sun. I don't think this area is getting quite enough sun, but they're growing. I've seen a couple tomatoes and a lot of flowers, so I'm not going to complain. The carrots finally starting. There's a couple there. There's one over there. Can't wait for these puppies. There's a nice bundle of blossoms right there. And my first tomato. Yummy. The corn is doing well. As you can see, I did 2 more rows. And I went ahead and just stuck a watermelon right here, so it'll grow out into this empty spot. Look at the ears of corn I got. There's a lot of ears. So pretty much every day what I do is I come here and I take the pollen off here and I just sprinkle it right on those tassels. Corn is done once all the tassels have died off. Like this one is almost done. I would say once it gets to this point, give it 2-3 more weeks, then it should be ready to go. Another thing you can do to pollinate your tassels is by jiggling it. On to the front yard. As you can see, the basil's coming in nicely, starting to flower a little bit. I like to do is just pick these off and toss them under there. It helps it last longer. Okay, chives are coming in. It's always thick. I think this basil's actually starving the bay leaf of a little sun, so eventually I'm not going to replant the basil here. I'll probably take this out once it's done and start planting them along the back. The roses are doing well. And this one smells so good. This is very fragrant. I went with the red wood chips. I'm also feeding it a Bayer 3-in-1 solution for mold and black spots. So far it's doing really well. I was having a lot of trouble with mildew and mold and affecting the roses. As you can see, this one has just a little bit of discoloration. If I would have used the Bare 3-in-1 liquid earlier on, it wouldn't have had that. So, on to the tomatoes in my plot. Finally got the cages in. I got the irrigation in. I need to get some more rainbird attachments or little pieces so I can run, a drip line to each tomato. And as I mentioned, I was just going to let these bush up, so that's why I got this standing trellis kind of fence put together. So I just want these to get really bushy and super full of San Manzanos.
So mad that I kept moving.
Okay. Tomatoes, tomatoes. And this year I used these PVC pipes. Hammered that in about 1.5 feet deep. Every year I tend to have a problem with these cages kind of getting top heavy with all the tomatoes and starting to lean. So each middle post of the 3 post sets, I drove a PVC pipe in. It's very sturdy. So as you can see, they're all over the place. So I really hope that these hold up well, because I do want this to get as heavy and top heavy as possible. It's like I said, this is for quantity. I need these to just produce a lot, so I have tomatoes to can for the year. In the front here, there's a couple Mr. Stripeys, yellow banana, and I picked up 2 black crims. I was able to find them finally. Home Depot actually finally got them in, so I ended up getting 2 of those and adding them to this plot right here. Over here, the chilies. I'll show you my my attempt at making a pea chair. Well, it's not exactly trailing on the chair, but it's growing well and has peas on it, so yeah. I don't know. It didn't do what I wanted it, but I just, it is what it is. Got some more beans back there. These are actually starting to really fill in. You can't even see the boysenberry anymore. I need to get in here and start moving them, trailing them upwards. Here's the boysenberry, covered in berries. And the chilies, doing pretty good. Got a couple big gems coming in. So this one is probably going to get as long as the ground, almost. That's cool. There's a lot of them. Awesome, can't wait. This is the russet potato that I was able to, kind of save, and it's doing well. Watering it, it's in a sunny spot. Can't wait to see how many potatoes I got in there. On to the grapes. Not much needs to be said about them. I mean, it's just taking over the house. Very cool. Some more roses. Got a lot of roses flowering right now. This is a double delight. That's what these are called. Another double delight. And another double delight. Oh, and this red one over here is actually called a cardinal. It's a cardinal rose. My girlfriend's grandfather's wife, well, widow, came by last night for the party, and we showed her the roses that we pulled out of her yard. She was blown away. She was happy to see that we went out there and got some, and to see that they're doing so well after being transplanted. She didn't think it would be possible, so I'm like, well, give it to Savemyplant, give it to Nick, and he can take care of them. Well, there you have it. Elephant ears are taking over again, even after I just finished chopping them 2 weeks ago. We're starting to cover the succulents once again. Amarilla is done. Sad. And star jasmine. And there's a little monkey sitting on the chimney last night. Alright. The gardener that mows lawn is on his way in, so I'm gonna clear out. Talk to you guys later. Peace.